Hello and welcome to the Kalm Parenting Bootcamp 1.0. We're going to be making sense of raising successful children without having to shout at them or beat them. I know there have been a lot of questions. Is that even possible? Even the Bible says we cannot spare the rod and spoil the child. Others have said, I beg, we not bring that in for Wyman country, for Cameroon. In spite of that, I want to congratulate you that you made the decision to invest your time, your money, your energy to see if this is really possible. You made the right decision. I'm Cecilia Fomenky. I'm a wife, a mother, a teacher at heart, a transformation catalyst for parents who are ready to take that journey of parenting without shouting at the children nor beating them. And I welcome you to this Kalm Parenting Bootcamp, the first ever. And I still say congratulations to you. We're going to be discovering who we really are as parents. You need to discover who you really are as a parent. You need to also help your child unveil who he or she is and understand them better. And finally, we're going to be communicating with love and calmness on this bootcamp and doing that in our homes. It has to be something that is learned. It's a skill. We were not born with that. We may not have known that in our homes growing up, but this is what we're trying to do during this bootcamp, and I need all your focus. Parenting. Good parenting is definitely not for the faint-hearted. You thought you were coming to bootcamp to relax? Oh, no. There is going to be work. I didn't tell you that. But I'm telling you now, you have to work. Put in the work. Train a child. Training involves work. The Bible says we should train children in the way we want them to go, meaning we have to teach them. You can't teach a child what you don't know. We teach them, meaning we go into the Bible, we go into life, we teach them to seek God's wisdom and God's will for their abilities. Abilities and talents have to be discovered. So we're going to be seeing that later on in this presentation. But it means it is work and hard work. If we can't do that, then we can't train the child in the way he should go. But when we do that, according to God's recommendation, even when he is old, he will not depart from it. This means if we teach them to shout, if you teach them that the way of correcting a child is by shouting, when they grow up, they'll do the same to their children. That's what we were taught to do. And this Bible verse goes both ways. If we train them well, it is going to work. We train them the other way, it's not going to work. But the training does not involve hard feelings, hurt, and pain. It has to be something we are comfortable with, knowing that we're giving them these tools, these resources to go into life and excel in life, not fail. So our strategy is going to be group coaching. We're going to have assignments. During our group coaching, I'll be giving what I think we all would learn from. It is not a panacea. It is not a one-size-fits-all. Every parent would have to find out what works for them. So the assignments will do just that. We cannot do things without doing assignments. Assignments help us personalize what we are learning. And then our personal reflections from what we have learned from the group coachings and from the assignments, and also our family feedback, have all these things that we have done worked in our homes. Is it working? The assignments, because I'm going to give lots of assignments, how you would communicate with your children, you will have to find out what is working, what is not working, and find out who you are as a parent, who the child is, and the unique bond, the unique communication skills for these children individually. So we're going to be doing that. And divine insights. We're here because God gave us the the privilege to be parents to these children. We're just caretakers. So we need to get divine insight as we go along. Is this working for us? Is this something I could adopt? And that is what we're going to be working on. I usually say the job of a parent is just like that of a coach. A coach doesn't play the game. He brings out the game in every child. He brings out that genius, that thing that makes a child play. He nurtures it. He trains the child and gets them to win the game. And in this game, it's called the game of life. All children are born with a GPS within. That GPS, they don't yet know how to use it. Children stay with us till about 25 years of age. And that is when the parent needs to help the child understand how his or her GPS works and how to use it to get to their destination. How do they navigate life? Because when you're going to a destination, there are several stops on the way. How do you help the child find their GPS, their direction, and then help them through life? You're going on a journey. For example, you're going from here to Bafia. You're going to definitely stop at different places. You're going to have to know that this is the way to Bafia, because if you get off the way, it is not going to be working for you. If you're leaving Kumba to Limbe, you need to know the road. And children are born with a different GPS than ours. So how do we know and direct them to get to their destinations? If they are going from Bafusam to Ngaoundere, they may not just take a car, they'll need a train, they may need an airplane, so all of these, it is our jobs as parents to coach these children, to find out what's the game and help them navigate it, not impose our GPS on them, but find out daily in our interactions with what we do. And that's why we're here. It's a lot of work. And guess who was assigned to lead your children? Who is supposed to unveil, to help them discover and understand their potential, and then finally to maximize it so that they succeed in life. They can find their purpose in life and fulfill that purpose successfully. It's us, the parents. It's not the child. It's our job. We have that assignment, and we need to be doing that assignment more intentionally. We need to be doing it seriously. As parents, we know what makes children cry, we know what makes them laugh, and we also know what our parenting styles are. The birth order of children affects the way the children would behave. We need to know the birth order, the first child, the second child, the third. How do these children interact, because they are the first, the second, the last, And you also need to know what is called sibling rivalry. What changes in a child when that sibling rivalry comes up? We need to know their eating habits. We need to know sleep patterns, the sleep patterns and the learning styles of these children for academic success. We need to know if this child is resilient or not and how to build in resilience. We need to know their interests. The medical history of every child is so important. We need to know their leadership and entrepreneurial skill set. We can't just sit in the house and think, oh, this is my child. I wasn't able to become an engineer. This child is going to be an engineer. Or I wanted to be a lawyer. This child is going to be my lawyer. No, we got to know all these skill sets for the children and help them, because we have that unique knowledge about the combination of their strengths, their skill sets, their academics, family dynamics, extracurricular activities. And we are the best people to help them articulate it, because sometimes children don't know how to communicate who they are. Parents were not even taught how to communicate who they are. I found it very difficult to communicate who I was and even be able to manifest it, live it out. What value does every child have to add to society? Children were not born. Your child wasn't born in 2001. Maybe the child was born in 2010 or 2015 for a purpose. There are things during that period that the child was born to solve. There are problems in society. There is a solution that child carries. That GPS is actually what tells you what the child carries. So we are here to help them, and that's how they find themselves. But the first thing is finding ourselves as parents, understanding ourselves, understanding these truths, and being able to communicate it to the children. So are you ready to set up your child for future success? If you're ready, then I say welcome to Bootcamp. See you at 8 p.m. today. Bye.